Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jindy Marie, and so today I want to show you my balcony garden. This footage was from mid-May, so since then my plants have really taken off in growth. I started planting outdoors on my balcony around end of March. We had a huge snowstorm, and a week later we had like a heat wave for about 2 weeks straight. So I took advantage to start on my garden, not knowing that the cold was going to come back full force. But I was so excited, and too excited for that matter, I would have gardened anyway regardless. So the frost came back, and on top of that, it was raining heavily all day, every day. It was like the Great Flood. I was seriously ready to diagnose my plants as failure to thrive, but as you can see here, they survived and they're happy as ever. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my babies. This is Mai. This is native to China, hence the Chinese name, but it's also short for Meyer, which is the type of lemon tree it is. I know, very original, right? I've always wanted a lemon tree though, and I passed up the past 2 years of getting one, but this year was the year. I've only had her for a few months, so she won't produce any fruit for a long while. Next up, we have some herbs. I have cilantro, which I use the most, thyme, and parsley. And then we have my peppers. I understand this isn't the appropriate container to put them in. My intention was to start them here and then transplant them in fabric pots after they got bigger. I had filled the planter with soil all the way to the top, but as you can see, a lot of the soil had drained out after raining for 40 days and 40 nights. Well, at least we know that there was proper drainage, right? But now I'm having second thoughts of maybe just keeping them here until I harvest them because they are doing so well. I'll just have to fill it up with more gardening and potting soil mix. I'll also have to buy or DIY a tomato cage or support the peppers with some stakes. If anything, I will just transplant the red peppers because they're the largest out of the whole bunch. We shall see. Leave me comments below and help me decide. So the peppers I have in this bed in order from left to right are Poblano peppers, red bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, and Thai chili peppers. These are Poblano peppers. They are growing beautifully. I'll probably say that about every plant I have. I actually love making stuffed Poblano peppers. Next is red peppers. I can't wait till they ripen up to red, the most nutritious out of all the colors. But if you want green peppers, simply pick them before they mature to red. These bell peppers are the ones I will transplant into my fabric pots. I'm sure that if I transplant these, they will grow bigger as they need more nutrients, and that will also benefit my other plants as well. So there's like less competition. Next to that is jalapenos. I cook with jalapenos all the time in entrees, sauces, pastas, and even cocktails. I sometimes use this for stuffed peppers too. And last in the bed, but not the last of my peppers, is my chili peppers. This one is the Thai variety. I love using this in a lot of Filipino dishes like bicol and sisig. And we also use this in sauces as well. And down here, I have more herbs. I have one of my basil pots, the other one inside. It's the greener, more fluffier, attractive one. This one is looking a bit neon, most likely due to our heavy rains and inconsistent temperature. It's pretty cold here in Jersey, but it does green up when it gets a lot of sun. Back over there, I have my rosemary, another one of my favorites, and the smell is superb too. And here I have my cherry tomatoes. She was the very first one I planted way back in March, so she's grown and ready. I've already pruned her and made her more stocky on the bottom and bushy on the top. But I'll have to prune her a little bit more now that I see suckers coming out. You'll see the difference with the grape tomatoes I have next to it, which I have not pruned at all. So this little guy here is my habanero. I planted him late last month, so he's already on his own, being all independent. And this one is my last of my peppers. And behind him is Mr. Grape Tomatoes. Now, you see how scruffy he looks compared to Miss Cherry Tomato, who looks so put together? That's because I haven't pruned him at all. I basically wanted to see what the difference would be, so he's my little test subject. And in my last fabric pot or smart pot is Chino, my Chinese eggplant. It's my first time growing one of these, so I'm pretty excited. The leaves are just looking so lush and the flowers are beautiful. I'll insert a picture of the purple flowers it produces. I know he's going to be tasty. I use Chinese eggplants in Filipino dishes like sinigang, tortang talong, eggplant adobo, and so on. I really love how these fabric smart pots are treating my plants. I may do a review on them, so if you're interested, comment down below. And last but not least are my tomatoes. This variety, I believe, is the Beefsteak Tomatoes. I'm growing them in a topsy-turvy, and so far it's been pretty successful. It's worked out because I was running out of space. So vertical gardens are the way to go if you're in the same predicament as me. So even if you don't have a yard, you can most certainly still have a veggie garden, whether you have a patio, porch, or a balcony, as long as you have room for containers. So that's all for now. And I hope you enjoyed my video and found inspo for your own balcony garden. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope to do more balcony garden episodes, so let me know what you're interested in. Follow me on Instagram, which I will link below, for weekly updates on my plant babies. And as always, I hope you all have a healthy and blessed week, and much love until next time.